What is going on, everyone? Welcome back, and I appreciate all the comments from my last video with the cybersecurity job saturation, and it got up to like 28,000 views in a few days, which was surprising and shocking all at one time. So I really appreciate you guys doing all that, hitting that like and commenting and sharing amongst your friends. I actually knew a few people that actually shared it on LinkedIn as well. And on top of all that, I'm currently at a stage with YouTube where I just got monetized because of that video, which was amazing and a great feat, a nice accomplishment, to say the least. But today, I really want to go over what it is that you put on your resume. Is it lying or not when you say that you are attempting to take an exam in the future? But obviously, you do not have the credentials yet. What do I mean by all that? Well, let's just say, for example, I'm taking the C risk, right? And I do not currently have the C risk. I'm not even near sitting the exam yet, but I kind of have a projection of when I want to take it, which is about like another month out. So with that being said, is it okay to list it on my resume? And what I say is yes, but also put the date that you're planning to take it or the time frame that you're planning to take it, because it does mean that much. When I'm sorting through resumes and looking for candidates for a specific certification, let's just say Security Plus or OSCP, I even consider the people who put OSCP but working towards it, meaning what they would put is like something along the lines of, completed this many rooms or, captured this many flags. And it's great to see that, because that means they have ambition, they have a drive, and they're working towards a goal. But what I'm not saying is putting every certification under the sun just because you want to pass through HR to say, oh, I'm going to be taking the CEH and then the Security Plus and then the OSCP and then the CISSP or the CISM or any other certification that's out there, and you're listing it, every month throughout the next year. You don't want to do that either. You really want to focus on a specific area that you're trying to concentrate on, right? So let's just say, for example, as an entry level, you're taking the Security Plus and you already passed that. Now, I'm going to say this, right? Security Plus should be at minimum, something that you already have before applying for these jobs, not something that you're going to be working towards while looking for a job, because it's just, something that you need to have a foundation before going the next level. And I feel like Security Plus is the basics of all basics. And the next level beyond that will be any other certification that you achieve on top of it, whether it's anything from like the ISACA or ISC squared or OffSec. And of course, you want to be able to prove that you know something. Not every certification is going to be like, oh, I'm working towards that, and maybe you can hire me first and then pay for my certification. Although that is a nice thing to do, but I would say at minimum, have a few foundational certifications, whether it's A+, Networking Plus, Linux Plus, like all the CompTIA stuff, you can definitely do. ISC Square actually came out with a very elementary or entry-level certification, which is the CC, Certified Cybersecurity or something like that. Do that. Have those foundations first. And then if you're looking to achieve the next level certification because you don't have the amount of years of experience in obtaining, to qualify for a CISSP or CISM or C-Risk or anything like that, then put that in the forecasted future, but also put that on your resume. Now, I'm going to say OSCP is not something that you need to have X amount of years of experience. You could put that in if you're actually working towards it, because one thing I know that I do when I'm sitting through an interview and I'm being the interviewer is asking candidates, like, what have you studied so far? What have you learned? What have you accomplished? And when are you planning to take the test? And not just putting it on a resume because it looks nice. The fact that you're working towards it. All right. So make sure you have all that in place before you sit through an interview or apply for a job. So going back to the original statement, is it lying if you're putting certifications you're working towards on your resume, but you don't actually obtain it yet? It's okay. I've seen it. I've done it myself, and it has worked wonders at certain times, because certain people, meaning interviewers or organizations, will look at it and be like, okay, you have a start, you're working towards it. You're not the most senior, but we can also work with you to kind of mold you to how we want you to be. And at the same time, You're going to earn this certification under our watch. So hopefully, with all that being said, is it a good idea to put certifications that you haven't obtained yet, but put them on your resume because you're planning to take it, or you already have a schedule to be taken, or you're already studying for it? I think it's a good idea but at the same time, please remember that if the other person that you're interviewing with has that knowledge or has that certification, they may ask you something from there, from the very beginning, because just to prove a point that you're not just putting it there and not actually studying for it. So you have to be careful with that. But that's not to say that people who have or earned the certification may still stumble on questions that even pertain to the, for that certification, for that exam, because I have done it many times over myself. Even having the CISSP and Security Plus and all these other certifications under my belt, sometimes during an interview can be pretty stressful. It could be nerve-wracking, and you just have to keep yourself, keep your calm, keep your pace. Don't remember to breathe. All right. Just more importantly, remember to breathe and take a few seconds to think and then respond to a question or any technical question that they may be asking you. So that's pretty much it. Again, I want to thank everyone here. I appreciate all this support, and hopefully I have a few one-on-ones scheduled with you guys, and I love doing that interaction because I'm trying to help you guys at the same time. This channel is here to help. So hopefully we can get all that done. And I do have a few lined up right now, but if you really want to, and you really want to see what your resume or how I view your resume, email me, let me know, and we can definitely start a discussion and possibly do a one-on-one on a video call. Not necessarily a video, but me just doing my part as far as helping you guys out. All right. I want to thank you, and I'll see you guys again really soon. Bye.